Everyone hates YouTube. I mean, not the platform, it's an amazing site, but everyone hates its policies. Like how f***ed up the algorithm is, or the weird broken restrictions on kid-friendly content, or really any policy that Susan Wojcicki brags about at the end of the year. We've all heard the story, and we've all seen the rewinds, but this video isn't a rant. That's been completely overdone, and I don't want to be that person. Instead, I know exactly why YouTube is so broken, and there's an 8-letter word that explains it all. Hello there, I'm the Syrup Snake, and I'm sure you're glad that I'm back to talking about YouTube. That's right, no more shitty Star Wars rants or MatPat ripoffs or whatever the f*** this was. There's a reason that my most viewed videos are these two, even though in this one I sound more blandly monotone than Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker. So YouTube, where do I even begin? Always f***ing with its creators and only caring about people like this. It's like that teacher who picks favorites, and even if they film a dead body in a forest, they get an A+. YouTube has a history of creating policies that just completely ruin its creators, except Lele Pons. She's just getting a shit ton of promotion when, honestly, I don't even know who this person is. Apparently, the internet hates her, but if you can't handle criticism, then get off the internet. Welcome to reality. Honestly, I don't have anything against Lele Pons. Like I said, I don't know who she is. But what I do know is that it's just ridiculous the amount of promotion she gets. She's like the Bella Porsche of YouTube. She nodded her head a few times and just completely blew up. And she's the last person I would want to represent this website, because nobody knows who she is. Like I said, I have nothing against her. I'm just really mad at YouTube here. They're just a mess. First, they want us to make kid-friendly content, and now that COPPA is a thing, they want us not to make kid-friendly content. And even though they have a separate site just for kids, they're so incredibly picky about what goes on this one. Remember YouTube Heroes when we were almost, let me fill you in. They almost allowed just random nobodies to mass flag videos and terminate channels? Thank gosh diddly darn, this didn't happen. Remember when YouTube restricted tons of videos just because they had content related to LGBTQ+? That is fucked up. Especially considering that they're the ones that are claiming to be all-inclusive and whatnot. No, Susan, you're not helping. You do realize that this is not helping, right? You're not helping here! Then there's Elsagate, which was where they promoted really fucked up children's content, mainly related to, guess what, sex. More on children, when addressing the problem of children being targeted in the comments section by people who like children in ways they aren't supposed to. I'm not allowed to say the actual word, but I think you know what I'm talking about. Instead of educating creators on how to deal with this, like, gee, I don't know, flagging comments that have certain no words, but no, they just took away the comments section on entire channels if they featured children in a single video. Oh, you thought that was bad? There's more! Because the channels they took comments away from were mostly channels that didn't feature children at all, and the bigger channels, like the Ace family, were unaffected. Why? Because the Ace family makes YouTube the most money. There's also the problem with the mainstream media on YouTube. This honestly wouldn't be too bad if YouTube wasn't promoting the hell out of it. I mean, sure, we're not gonna like put rules in place to prevent Jimmy Kimmel from uploading. I'm sorry, what even is this? But all these outlets have their own platforms, and YouTube is just being YouTube. Let's be honest, they're being YouTube. YouTube is a place for the independent creator, and it's not a coincidence that Jimmy Kimmel immediately shows up when you log into YouTube for the first time. Listen, pal, you're funny and all, but this platform is for these types of comedians, not these ones. The PewDiePie vs. T-Series thing wasn't just about keeping PewDiePie on top, but about keeping the independent creators on top. Because that is what YouTube is for. But not according to Susan Wojcicki. As I was editing this video, I realized that I completely forgot about how YouTube is now putting ads on all videos, even if they aren't monetized channels. Which, I mean, it's not horrible, and I feel like people are overreacting to this. Yeah, it's really annoying and just a shitty thing to do on YouTube's part, but it's not gonna change that much. You're still gonna be making the same amount of money. Yeah, YouTube definitely shouldn't have done this, but it's not as bad as a lot of the things they've done. It's obvious that YouTube is greedy and just doesn't care about its creators at all, so why the hell are we still putting up with this? Well, I've come to the conclusion that YouTube's a fucking monopoly. There's your 8-letter word. YouTube can pull all this bullshit because they're the only service that allows independent content creators to grow and make money off of it. This is a textbook monopoly. Exclusive control by one group of the means of words. YouTube is the one place where they offer a service for independent creators to go and easily make money from content creation. And they have no competition. Where else would I upload Weenus Bros Origins? Vimeo? Don't try to tell me that Twitch or TikTok are its competitors. Twitch is for people to live stream. I couldn't upload this masterpiece there, and TikTok, I mean, TikTok's for idiots. It also doesn't let you have a video more than 60 seconds long, and it's a lot harder to make money there. But even if you could do all that, would you really want to post videos on a platform associated with this?
That was unpleasant. I'm sorry you had to see that.
The more mainstream television networks have competition, and I mean, until Disney buys the entire universe. But there is no other platform like YouTube. We don't have anywhere else to go, and at this point YouTube is just too big to fail. And it will not change because it doesn't have to. There's no pressure on it, because even if we yell at them on Twitter, they don't need to do anything. Because where else are we gonna go? Vimeo. We go to Vimeo. It's not too late to stop Susan.